how did Iboga work on me? Well, it's a bitter plant, not only due to its taste, but also in the methodology. So for me, it was a big purge of bitterness of my own mind, of unhelpful thinking patterns of my mind. Oh my, how much I was drowning in the aversion like states. The fears were amplified and were repeatedly circulating in my mind. It became clear that there is a lot to be worked on. It also became clear how much suffering is in the mind. Self-inflicted suffering, which we humans are so good at magnifying immensely without the actual practical need to do so. So I was drowning more and more in this bitterness without being able to take control over my mind. I felt so unprepared and ashamed of myself, having gone through so many vipassana retreats and now revolving in these aversive patterns without being able to stop it in any way. However, going through all these different kinds of worldly sufferings was extremely useful in supporting my work, in supporting others dealing with their misery and suffering, which is part of my work, facilitating holotropic type breath work, coaching, and taking care of participants during shamanic retreats. Yeah, so even though the experience itself felt highly traumatic, and for a few hours it even felt like I was going completely insane, particularly due to the highly disturbing traditional Buiti music, so Iboga ceremony music that was being played, it still turned out to have provided a whole lot of answers. Even though I did not trip visually, in particular due to a digestive issue, as well as to the fact of only having received a lower dosage on the first contact with the grandfather, still there was a lot of clarity gained, particularly on the questions that I've prepared, but also on a few other things which I was not expecting to be briefed on. So I saw clearly some of my emotional blockages, but also my inner light and qualities. I understood what kind of work I could be doing in the future and what the next steps could look like for me. Additionally, I feel that Iboga can be an extremely useful tool in preparation before going through a really, really tough patch.